after Doctors.
Jamie, if you want me to iron your trousers, you better bring them down now. I'm going to work in a minute. Can I get you something else? Bacon sandwich, poached eggs?
These are fine, thanks.
You sure? I've got some sausages in for his lordship. I've left you some bits and pieces in the fridge for lunch, if you're hungry while we're out.
Thanks, but I'm going to have a bit of a wander, get my bearings.
Well, just help yourself, you know. Make yourself at home, any friend of Jamie's.
I will.
Some amazing places out there, aren't there? Bet you've seen most of them.
You can never see them all.
Makes Leatherbridge in the winter seem less appealing.
Pants are fine, Mum. Is there any deodorant?
The bathroom cabinet, new can. Are you still in gap year mode? What time's your interview?
Not till 11.
Well, make sure you give yourself plenty of time to get there.
Sydney. What a cool place. Oh, and Peru. Has to be one of the most underrated places to visit, you know, Mum. People there are just brilliant. We've been together a couple of weeks and I'd already changed my ticket to follow you because you said it was one of the most amazing places, remember?
Right, sure. Get yourself into gear.
All right if I use the bathroom before you?
Yeah, no props.
It won't be too long.
Let me know how you get on.
Yes, Mum. I'll give you a call as soon as I'm out of the interview.
Yeah, well, I'm cleaning all day. I'll be at home about 6-ish. Your shoes are polished in your room. Lawyers always have shiny shoes now. Good luck.
Thanks, Mum.
Do your best, that's all you can do. If it's not meant to be.
Coffee?
Oh, yeah, please. I did put the kettle on before, but I just got sidetracked.
School report?
Yeah. Just trying to make a bit of sense of it.
They're still using good old stock words like complacent for lazy and disruptive for pain in the backside.
Taryn's not like that.
Oh, no, I'm not saying he was. No.
Donna, have you forgotten practice policy about screening phone calls before putting them through to my office?
I'm sorry?
You ask who it is and what they want. Saying that they know me just doesn't do it. That man you just put through to me?
Oh, did he not know you then?
No, he did not. You know, the number of crank calls and sales calls that we get coming through here, I would expect you to have more sense about how you deal with them.
But he said... Look, I'm sorry, OK? I should have thought. I better go and grab them.
Yeah, you better. And if it's a lunatic for me, I'm not in.
No lunatics, OK.
It was that old guy from the speed dating. Honestly, I blame you, you know. Taking me to places where my good sense tells me I shouldn't be, instead of which I got some ageing Lothario invading my personal space. Well, thanks, Joe.
And you don't want that?
No, I don't.
A burst pipe did all this.
Well, no, I might have done some of it, but then when the pipe burst, everything else kind of went to pot, you know. In fact, the plumber ought to be here any minute. Actually, he's been really helpful in saying that he'll be here at some point today.
Well, you can get an emergency plumber here in half an hour.
Well, this is the emergency plumber, or at least the guy who was supposed to fix it last time. Actually, I was wondering, would you mind letting him in? I've got to pop to the surgery and get some paperwork, just in case it is one of those all-day waits.
Is Rico not here?
No, Rico is away with work, cuddled up in some luxury hotel somewhere.
Well, I'll start with the ironing just in case the plumber makes more mess.
Is everything all right?
Yeah. Jamie's been faffing round with himself sorted for his interview.
Oh, that's today, is it?
Yeah. He's a bit nervous. told him he'll be fine.
Wow, so he's finally settling down. Is he going to be a grown-up?
Seems like it.
Took me ages to settle after I first went travelling. In fact, my gap year ended up being more like 2, but then... I suppose we all have to knuckle down and get on with it at some point, don't we? So, you're all right letting the plumber in?
Yeah.
If by any chance he does get here before I get back, can you ask him to wait? 'Cause I'd like a proper word with him. Oh, and obviously the water's off, but the cooler thing in the fridge is working if you need it for drinks or for the iron or anything. And, well, you know where everything is. See you later.
Bye.
Cufflinks. Some cufflinks. You set? Your taxi will be here any minute. Do I look all right?
Smart. Very grown up. Not the usual jeans and t-shirt for grape picking, is it?
So, what are you up to today?
See the sights, I think. Do some shopping, not much.
Won't go spending all our hard-earned savings on stuff. Need it for emergencies. Shouldn't be back too late. Maybe we could do something. Are you bored? Is that what it is? You're bored already, aren't you?
I'm not.
You are? You've been off and really quiet the past few days. Are you not enjoying being back in England?
Honestly, Jamie, I'm fine. It's just... I was wondering if this is really what you want.
What? Us?
Us. The job, being back in England.
Of course it is. Why, don't you?
Yeah, of course. Only I know how unsettling going travelling can be. You get back and you think everything's going to be all right, but you just can't get back into things the way they were.
Is that how you feel?
I have done. Do you?
So what are you saying?
I'm asking if you really want to be back at home, if this is really what you want.
All I want is you. I want to be wherever you are. Okay? Okay.
Yeah. Better not be late for this interview. I really hope you get the job. It's what you really want.
Thanks, Elaine. You're such a star.
Oh, it's not a proper clean, but makes it look presentable.
Plumber's still not been then, I take it?
No sign. Not even a call.
Typical.
It's amazing how much mess there is when there's been a leak.
Elaine?
It's okay, I just slipped.
What was it? Your wrist? Try and move it gently.
Honestly, it's fine.
You might have fractured something.
I'm fine.
Well, you need to have it looked at. Come on, it's a trip to A&E for you. Doctor's orders. That's it.
Mill? Millie, are you home?
Didn't need to wait, you know. I mean, what about the plumber?
I left him a note telling him to call me if he ever arrives. Anyway, you're way more important than my broken pipes. Elaine, those scars on your wrist.
Oh, it's an occupational hazard. I clean and iron for a living.
And the dizziness and the clumsiness? How long's that been going on? The dizziness I saw for the first time today, but the clumsiness... Well, I've been noticing that over the last few weeks, really. Dropping the odd thing here and there. Luckily, it's mostly Rico's awful stuff, so I can forgive you for that.
It's MS. It's slowly been getting worse over the last couple of weeks. I mean, they told me a few months ago I got it, but not long after Jamie left. I was having trouble lifting and carrying stuff, and my vision was a bit blurry. It seemed to go away for a bit, and then in the last couple of weeks it's come back with a vengeance.
Well, you know, it's perfectly normal for it to flare up and then ease off again.
Yeah, I know, but when it's affecting me, I'm almost useless. Everyday things are a real chore.
What, like cleaning and ironing for a lazy doctor?
Oh, I didn't mean that. I love my job. It's the only thing that keeps me sane.
Yeah, but still, if you are having a flare-up, it's probably wise not to put any extra pressure on yourself. Why didn't you say something?
Oh, because you'd stop me working. I've already lost my office job because of it. I mean, I know it was only part-time, but the money was good. I made the mistake of telling them my problem, and then alarm bells ring, time off work, costing them money, get rid of her.
Well, they can't do that.
Oh, they did. Didn't have a proper contract.
That's terrible. You should get Jamie to look into this for you when he starts his new job.
Maybe.
Maybe? Maybe he doesn't come into it. This is discrimination.
Oh, I don't want to be bothering him with it.
Bothering him? What do you mean? You haven't told him about losing the job.
I haven't told him I've got MS yet.
Why not?
It's never been a right time to tell him.
Well, don't you think that you should? Especially now.
You got anything for lunch, or do you want me to pick something up?
No, thanks. I've got a sandwich.
Child development, eh? You want to talk about it?
It's Taron. I'm just worried about him at school. His teacher says he's finding the work difficult and they want to put him in a lower seat.
But you think it might be something medical?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, could it be?
Well, I suppose, but without examining him, it'd be hard to tell. Does he, have any problems speaking or pronouncing certain words?
Well, he's talking all the time. I mean, sometimes a bit moody when he doesn't get his own way.
Is he struggling with English, reading, writing?
Well, he misspells stuff a lot of the time, but then, you know, he's 8. He can read words, though. He just seems to be behind on most things.
Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Some children are just slower to develop certain skills than others. Look at me, I hated school. Then in the 6th form, I just took off. And look who's a doctor.
I just want to be supportive of him, you know. I never had that.
My dad couldn't care less after Mum died. Not interested in us at all. Wrote me off as a no-hoper. Now, you just have to take each day as it comes with Taron. Maybe he's just not academic. He doesn't need those A grades to do well. He could always leave school at 16, start a website and be a billionaire.
I'm not so convinced about that, but...
Oh, Mum.
Hell, slipped on a wet patch. Don't worry. My fault. Won't be suing anyone today.
Your mum's badly bruised her wrist. She needs plenty of rest and no more lifting.
You all right?
She'll be fine. She just needs a bit of looking after. Oh. Greg Robinson. Yeah. No, don't go anywhere. I'm on my way right now. Gotta go, plumber. Are you gonna tell him then?
I will. When the time's right.
You know, there never is a good time to give someone bad news.
I need to talk to you.
About?
The interview.
How'd it go?
I got there and it just didn't feel right. I couldn't go in. Me and Millie, we're not ready to settle down yet. I thought we were, but we were not. Mum.
I was expecting it.
Really?
Of course, I've seen the way you and Millie are. Something's not right. Itchy feet. Plenty of people told me that you wouldn't be able to come home and it'd be the same as before, and they were right.
I've had a wicked time being home over Christmas, seeing you. You know that, yeah?
I know that.
You're not hungry?
No. If I could jet off round the world, I would. You go and enjoy yourself. But if you are going to go, Let the company know what's happening. You don't want to burn your bridges. Right. Well, I'm going to go and rest. Doctor's orders.
Do you want me to bring you anything?
No, I'm all right for now, thanks, love. Maybe later.
Mum, did Millie say where she was going today? I can't remember what she said.
She said she was going for a wander this morning. Everything all right?
Yeah, fine. Love you, Mum.
Love you too.
Oh, bless. Taken to scavenging for food?
Your next appointment's waiting outside your room, Michelle.
I better go and see my patient. If she's a looker, should I get her number?
So many offers you can afford to bin them?
No, it's not that. It's what you were saying before about ageing Lotharios and all that. Well, I had these women's details from the other night, and so I decided to throw them away. But then I thought... No.
Come on, Joe. Hey, you can have a bit of fun without getting involved, you know.
No, I thought it was only right that I should, well, phone them and let them know that I'm not interested, out of courtesy. Well, it's true. I haven't got anything to offer anyone at the moment. I mean, I thought it might take my mind off things, of Emily going away, but it hasn't. I still keep thinking about her, how she's getting on.
Thought about going to see her?
Well, I would have done over Christmas, but as you know, Annie put a stop to that.
Well, maybe now's the right time. Go and see her. Put your mind at rest.
I don't know.
Look, Annie has had her alone time with Emily. You gave her that. Now you need to see her.
Maybe.
No, not maybe. Do it. Just go to Boston. Go now. You must have some holiday due.
Well, I have, but Nick's away all next week.
That's all right. We'll cope. I'll get a locum if I have to.
Not sure.
Joe, you know, sometimes family is more important than work. Well, the offer is there, so think about it.
Yeah, the plumber finished, so I thought I'd pop round, see how our patient was getting on, and bring her these. So how is she doing?
She's still resting.
Hey, how did your interview go?
Didn't go today.
What did your mum say about that?
She was cool, as always.
Well, do you mind if I pop and say hello?
I couldn't tell him.
Can I ask why?
Because I'm not going to be a burden to him, Greg. I'm not going to have him change all his plans just so he can stay at home and look after me.
Don't you want to give him the choice?
What's the point in telling him now? It could be years before I get really bad. And then again, I might never get bad.
Well, true, but
I don't want him to resent looking after me.
Jamie adores you, Elaine. You've done so much for that boy. After all the sacrifices you've made for him in your time, I'm sure he's not going to resent you. But you should give him the choice. It's the right thing to do.
Dr. Robinson brought you these.
And then we talked about Taryn's responses and reactions and the way he is with us generally at home. And I think Jimmy might be right, Ash. I mean, maybe Taryn just isn't academic.
Well, there's nothing medically wrong with him.
No, maybe not. Perhaps he's just a slow learner.
I can't get my head round a school dumping him into a lower group. I mean, what is that going to do for him, eh? Make him even worse. Look, Donna, if the school isn't motivating him now, perhaps we should consider looking for somewhere else. I don't think they're doing everything they can to help him.
That's a bit harsh, isn't it? I mean, we should at least give him a chance.
It's so important to have a good education, Donna. I don't think they're giving it him. I mean, look at us. We both knuckled down. We'd gone much further.
I struggled because I was in care, Ash, being pulled from pillar to post, not because I was lazy. You were just lazy.
Well, maybe.
There's no maybe about it. If I was left in the same place with the same people, getting to know my surroundings, I guarantee you I would have done so much better. It was being unsettled and all the moving around that messed me up, which is exactly why I want to leave Taron where he is, give him a chance to really feel comfortable and then progress at his own speed.
I still think you should be getting some extra help.
So do I.
Yeah, but not just extra. It's better.
Taron, homework! We have to give the school a chance and we have to give them our support.
Why didn't you tell me?
I wasn't going to tell you something like that while you were away. Why would I?
Because it's important. I would have come straight home.
Done what exactly? Waste your time fussing over
I would have been here for support.
Did you have a good time abroad? Yes. Am I still here? Yes. It's just another thing to deal with, something that's not necessarily going to get worse.
Not get worse?
Well, it might not. What's the point in worrying about it?
Will it?
Well, the truth is we just don't know. Multiple sclerosis isn't a predictable disease, Jamie.
And that's a really helpful prognosis.
It's not necessarily completely debilitating, no. Some people go through ups and downs but end up living a fairly normal life.
And some people end up wheelchair-bound, dependent on others.
And any one of us could get run over by a bus tomorrow. Jamie, we have to live our lives to the full regardless. When I found out, it was the most terrifying thing to hear. On a par with hearing I was pregnant with you and your dad was leaving. But eventually the news sinks in. And you adjust. You have to. But both times I found out something about myself. I'm strong. And I can love something, someone, more than I love myself. And that's why I didn't tell you. And that's why I still want you to follow your dreams.
I need a minute. Where have you been?
How'd you get on at your interview?
I've been worried about you.
I've been shopping, had lunch, went to see the sights at Leatherbridge.
You left your phone here. Mum's ill.
What's wrong?
MS. She's had it for a while and she didn't tell me. Look, I'm sorry, Millie. I know you wanted to go away again, but I can't leave her like this.
But Jamie...
Look, it's not fair. I can't go swanning off and leaving her.
You're not swanning off. I want you to go. You both should go and be happy.
You need to let him make up his own mind, Elaine.
I can't go. Not with you in this state.
Look, I'm fine. I've told you.
Look, I'm sorry. Millie, I love you more than anything else in the world, but I have to stay. It's time to be sensible and settle. After all the sacrifices Mum's made for me, it's about time I made a few. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I'm not asking you to change your plans.
They haven't changed.
So when you're leaving?
I'm not leaving. I never wanted to go, Jamie. But I could see how much you did. How excited you got when you were reliving it all. I didn't want to trap you. I still don't.
You'll never trap me.
You've got enough to deal with without me loading you with other problems.
Loading what other problems? Come on, tell me. No more secret stuff.
You're going to be a dad.
Dad, I can't do this.
No, Ash, leave him to it.
Can't just sit by and watch him struggle.
You promised. You know, we need to see where he is academically. Giving him clues and answers isn't going to help.
It's just so frustrating.
Just try your hardest, love. There's a good boy.
I can't believe it. Me, a dad.
It's a whole new experience.
I wasn't sure how you'd feel. I knew how much you wanted to go away again. I didn't want you to feel obligated. I'm sorry.
I don't. I want to stay.
I'm sorry if I gave you both the wrong impression. This is the most at home I've ever felt.
You did the right thing telling him then. Seriously though, Elaine, if you're going to get through these episodes, then you need some real rest and recuperation. Jamie's just going to have to take up the slack on the work front.
I know. I'll contact the company, explain the situation.
I'm not giving up work. It's the only thing that keeps me sane.
No one's saying you have to give up completely, but honestly, you need a break. Recharge the batteries.
You should listen to him. There's that cash we saved. Have a holiday. I can take on your jobs for a bit.
Oh, don't be daft.
I'm not being daft. Jamie, you should take her. Somewhere nice. Somewhere warm. Peru?
Couldn't have you do that?
Why not, Mum? You always said if you had the chance to see a bit of the world, you'd take it.
You're obviously not too far along with your pregnancy, Millie. You could still fly. And I'm sure I could cope for a couple of weeks, if not a month, without someone picking up after me.
No, honestly, I don't mind.
So, the three of us, one last trek.
Yeah.
Julia, I've been thinking about your offer, about going to see Emily. I'd like to take you up on it, if it still stands.
Of course, there's no problem.
You're right. Sometimes family's more important than work. So I'm off home to book a ticket. Be good to see her and catch up.
It would.
So, see you in a week or so.
You have a good time.
I will. And, thanks.
Bye, Joe.
Hi, Mummy G. It's me. Yeah, everything is good. Well, no, actually, I've got a bit of a problem, and I need your help.
Exploring underground caverns and riding whitewater rapids, the adventure continues in Expedition Borneo tonight at 7 here on BBC One. Next this afternoon, it's Must Kill TV, Diagnosis Murder.
Last night, on Just the Two of Us, we had to say goodbye to yet another duo.
But who will be left fighting for a place in tomorrow night's all-important semi-final? To find out who, tune in tonight at 8:30 on BBC One.